Okay, today we will start the chapter factorization. Okay, what is factorization? Factorization is the reverse of multiplication. Means when we multiply two numbers to get a product, we know that is the process of multiplication. Now if you break the product into the factors, means the multipliers, the numbers with which the product was formed, okay, so that reverse process is known as factorization. See, for example, if we multiply 5 and 3, we get 15. This is the process of multiplication. Now in the reverse process, we will divide this 15 into the two factors. So this reverse process is known as factorization because 5 and 3 are the factors of 15. This is our knowledge from the junior classes only. Now if we consider for algebraic terms, for example, when you multiply x plus 2 and x plus 5, when you multiply these two linear factors, why I am calling them as linear, because they are having power 1 and 1, so you get this polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10. That means these two things multiply themselves, or we multiply them to give this bigger polynomial, okay, the polynomial of degree 2. So this process you have already learned that when you expand these two factors to get this is known as expansion. Now in this chapter we will see that we will do the reverse process. We will divide this. Divide means we will break this one to get the factors. So the reverse process of expansion is known as factorization. Now the thing is, we have many ways of factorization, many methods of factorization. So we will look into the ways one by one, we will see them. Okay, so let's see what are the ways of factorization. See, the methods of factorization are, the main or the basic method is taking out the common factors. You will be given with 2 to 3 or more than 3 terms. From there you will have to take out the common ones and you will have to leave the other things. Then we have factorization process by grouping of terms, means the terms will be arranged haphazardly. You will have to group them and then take the common part out, means in every sum you will have to take the common factors out of them. Or we can see that we can factorize with the help of difference of two squares. You know that a square minus b square gives us a plus ba minus b. We can use that formula to get the factorized values. Again, we can use the sum or difference of cubes also. And the most important is the middle term factorization for the case of x square plus bx plus c type of sums, means in the case where we will get this type of trinomials. In that we will have to factorize the middle term, okay, the term containing the x part. In this type of, these methods will be used so to do or to factorize the given expressions. So let us see the first two methods where we will take out the common factors, and in the second process where we will group the terms first, then we will factorize them. Okay, let's take a look into the sums. So suppose you are given with this question. You are given that 21 py square minus 56 py. You will have to factorize this one. What is the meaning of factorization? I have already mentioned that we will find the factors which were multiplied to get this polynomial. Okay, so your first thing or first motto will be, first you will have to see the numerical parts, then you will see the variable parts or the literal parts. Okay, so between these two, 21 and 56, we find 7 is the only common factor. So we take 7 as the common part. Now we see between py square and py, p is common, and from y square and y is common. So you take out 7 py. Now when you take out 7 py, in the bracket you will have to write the remaining factors. So from this first term, what are remaining? When you are taking out 7 3s are 21, so 3 will be remaining because you will have to think in terms of multiplication. Now p is already there in common, no need to take. Y square, one y is there, so another y you will have to write it here. Okay, now their connecting sign was minus, so this minus will remain here. The signs will be remaining accordingly. Now from here we see 56. 7 is already taken as common. So 7 into 8 is 56. So 8 will be remaining here in the numerical part. Now from py, both p and y are there in the common part. So no literal factors will be coming here. So this is the factorized part, means this monomial and this binomial, if you multiply them together, you are going to get this expression. So this is a very easy type of factorization, but this is the building block of the thing. Means whenever you are going to get this type of sums, from the numerical part you can take the common one, and from the literal parts you take the lower powered one in the common part. Then in the bracket write whatever is remaining. Okay, let's see the next one. Suppose this question is given 18m plus 16n. Now you see between m and n nothing will be common, so we cannot take that one. So between 18 and 16 only 2 is the common factor, so you take 2 common. Now in the bracket 9m will be remaining plus 8n will be remaining, because out of this nothing common is there. So this was as simple as that. I showed you this one because you would have been confused that what we will do with this m and n. When something will not go in common, or you will not get anything in common, you keep it in with the terms only. You need not take them common. Okay, let's see next. The next sum. Here there are 3 terms. Okay, means from these 3 terms you will have to take out the common parts. So if I look into the numerical factors, I see 8, 6 and 10. So out of 8, 6 and 10 only 2 will be common, so I have taken out 2 there. From x square, cube x square and x, I see the lowest one is x, so I can take x only as common. So I have taken 2x in outside the bracket. Now in the bracket, from 8x cube, 2 has gone, x has gone, so 4 and x square will be remaining. Now the connecting sign minus will be there. So out of 6x square, 2 has gone, x has gone. So 6, from 6 it will be 3x will be remaining, and from 10x, x is already there outside, so no variable will be here. Now 10, 2 into 5 is 10, so 5 is remaining inside the bracket. This was minus, so this minus came, this was plus, so this plus came. So in this simple way you will have to take the things in common. Okay, now see this sum. This is also a trinomial. Here we find much bigger quantities. Okay, so nothing to be afraid of. You just see out of 27, 18 and 75 only 3 will be coming as common. Okay, means out of the numerical factors. Now from a cube, b cube, a square, b cube and a cube, b square, we see out of the a's, a square is minimum, so we take out the minimum one, and among b cube and b square also the b square is the least one, so we take out b square. Now the remainings will be remaining here. So what are the remaining ones? Out of 27 we have already taken out 3, so 9 will be remaining. A cube and b cube, a square and b square has already gone out, so we are going to keep a and b here. Now minus, out of 18 3 has already gone out, so 6 will be remaining. Out of a square and b cube, a square is already out, and out of b cube, b square is already out, so b will be remaining, plus 75 a cube b square. So out of 75 a cube b square, 75, 25 into 3 is 75, so 25 will be remaining here. B square is already there outside because it will be multiplied again now if we do the reverse process. And out of a cube, means from a cube, a will only remain because a square is already there outside the bracket. So this is also very simple. I'm just trying to make you understand the simple things because we will have to use this only for doing the next sums. These are very easy ones. Okay, now see this question. This question is interesting as well as important. Okay, they have given you 3a whole into x square plus y square plus 6b whole into x square plus y square. Actually this is one full term. This is one full term. You have learnt in class 6, 7, 8 that this one, when in product form it is given, this is a full term, this is a full term. Okay, now we will have to take out the common things from these two terms. First you see out of 3a and 6b, 3 can be common, so I have taken 3 common out here. A and 2b will remain as it is. Now you see this thing, this is important. Do not open the brackets here. Here this full thing and here this full thing is common out of these two terms. So you take this one also as common, means 3 came out of the bracket, x square plus y square from here also, and from here also it also came out of the bracket. Now inside the new bracket what will remain? Out of these terms, see 3 has gone, x square plus y square has gone, so only a will remain, plus out of this x square plus y square is already gone, and from 6b 3 has gone, so 6 2s are sorry, 2 3s are 6, so 2 will be remaining here and the b will remain here. So the factorized part is 3 into x square plus y square into a plus 2b, means these three are the factors of this full expression. If you multiply these three together, you are going to get this one. Okay, so whenever you will be given with this type of sums where this one and this one, these two parts will be same, if these parts are not same, then you will have to multiply and rearrange. Okay, that we will learn in the next exercise. But when these things will be same, you just take the common parts out of here, this one will come out and the remaining things will come under another bracket. Okay, now see the next sum. Now see these two sums. These sums are important. Okay, see what they are telling. In this first sum, they have given you a bigger means a bigger expression. Okay, here it is given 10a whole into 2p plus q whole cube, means this thing, this binomial, it is there for 3 times. Okay, means multiplied by itself for 3 times, means to the power 3, minus 15b whole into 2p plus q whole square, means twice it is multiplied with itself, and plus 35 into 2p plus q. Okay, now you see one thing here, 2p plus q is there for 3 times, means multiplied by itself, here 2 times and here 1 time. Okay, now we will take common, but we will have to be careful while taking the things in common. So first you check for the numerical part. See here 10, 15 and 35. We see that 5 can be taken as common. So I have taken 5 in the common part. Out of A, B and nothing is there, so we cannot take anything in common. So let them be there only. Now see, from this one, you consider this thing to be one thing. Okay, this one full thing. So out of this one, here 3, here it is power 3, here it is power 2, here it is power 1. So we know you have to take the minimum one. So I can take only 2p plus q as common. So 5 into 2p plus q has gone common. Now we will have to write the remaining ones. Be careful here. So we give a bracket here. The second bracket is needed because in between first bracket will come. Now see the first term. This is the full first term. Okay, so out of this 10a, 5 has already gone out, so 2a will be remaining. Out of the 3 2p plus q's, 1 2p plus q is out, so here 2p plus q whole square will be remaining. Be careful about this one. Okay, now for the next term, 15b into 2p plus q whole square. So 15b, out of 15b, 5 is outside, so minus 3b will remain here, and from 2 this type of things, 1 is out there, so 1 will be remaining. Okay, now come to the third term, 35 into 2p plus q. So 2p plus q is already there outside. Out of 35, 5 is already there outside, so 5 7s are 35, only 7 will be remaining. This step is the most important one. Okay, now this is the means factorized version, but in some cases teachers want this one to be simplified, so this you will not do anything, you will have to simplify this part. Okay, so what should you do for simplifying? You just expand this one. You have already started in studied in expansion chapter how to expand this a square plus 2ab plus b square. Be careful of the brackets again, I am telling. Now here you expand the bracket, minus 3b into 2p, this one, minus 3b into q, minus plus this will minus, so 3bq plus 7. Now you just expand all these things, you are going to get this factor. So this is one factor 5, this is one linear factor, and this is one another factor. Okay, so this one will be a cubic factor because 3 variables are there here together, so these are the 3 factors. Okay, if teacher wants, she can take this answer, he or she can take this answer. So this is the main thing, you will have to understand this part first, then this one. Now take a look into the next question, what they are saying here. See, it is given x into this one, y into this one, z into this one, it is given. Okay, now the thing is, with x, x square plus y square minus z square is multiplied. With z also, minus z also, x square plus y square minus z square is multiplied. But the problem is there with the middle one. See, here all the signs are reversed. Here x square and y square is positive, but here it is negative. Here it is negative, here it is positive. So if we can reverse these signs, then we can take this factor as common one. So this is the only step we will have to do. Let it be like this only, let it be like this only. You just, here it was plus, you make it minus y. So when you will multiply minus here, all the signs inside will get changed. So this will means, you think that you are taking the minus common. So when you are taking the minus common, this will become x square plus y square, and there here minus is coming common. So minus plus minus, to make it plus, here you will take minus, all the sign will reverse. Now you see this factor, this factor, this factor, all the factors are same. So we can, from this full term, from this full term, and from this full term, we can take this one common out here. Now what will remain? From this one x will remain, from this one minus y will remain, and from this one minus z will remain. So this is one factor, this is one factor. This one was easy, very easy. But the thing is, you will have to see that this one and this one is same, but this one varies for just one negative sign. So nothing, you will state the negative sign in common part. Now you can take it out. In this way, some sums will be given to you, you will have to change that one. Okay, so this was all about the first exercise, the basic exercise. Now we will move on to the next exercise, where 4 to 5 means 4 terms will be given. We will have to rearrange them or group them to get the factors. Okay, let's see the next part. So see, in this part there are 4 terms. Okay, so here we see that from here, if we take 2 at a time, from here if we take 2, if we take 2 from here, then we will be able to factorize them very easily. So see, what we are doing, first we are arranging them properly. Means I can see here 5 is there, here 10 is there. So it is better that we take this minus 10p here. So I am writing this by arranging. Means I am writing 5p square minus 10p minus 8pq plus 16q. Be careful of the signs. The signs will be with them only with whom they are. Okay. Now from this first two, you take the common part out first. So we see 5p is common. So in the bracket, p minus 2 will be remaining. Now the funny thing is that the p minus 2 which we have got here should be here also. So you write p minus 2 here. Okay. Next you see what can be put here so that these two terms can be balanced. I see that when I am writing p minus 2 here, so here minus 8p q is here. So if I can multiply minus 8q here, then this term becomes minus 8pq, and automatically the last term will be adjusted. See, minus 8q minus 2. So minus minus plus 16q. So what is to be done? Here you will take the common part from the first one. This factor should be equal to this factor. Okay, so after finding this, you place this one here. Now you go to the reverse part and check that what should be kept here in the common part so that this one gets satisfied. Okay, so now this comes that last exercise part. So this is p minus 2, this is p minus 2. So if you take p minus 2 common, so 5p minus 8q will be remaining. So 5p minus 8q is one factor, p minus 2 is one factor. Let's see another sum. If you see these two sums, same thing is happening. Here it is given x cube minus 3x square plus x minus 3. So what you do, you take the common part from the first two. So we see here x cube, here x square. So x square can be taken as common. So we will be left out with x minus 3. Okay. So as I have said, this, if this is x minus 3, here also x minus 3 should obviously come. So you write x minus 3 here. Now you go back. You see here x minus 3 is there, and here also x minus 3 is there. So if I can write only plus 1 as the common part, here you will have to write something. Okay, so plus 1, then these two factors become the same. Now you take x minus 3 common, and another factor will be x square plus 1. Means like the same last one, that x minus 3 goes common from this term and this term. So what is remaining? X square, and from here 1. So these are the two factors. In the same way, this one, if you say 3ax minus 6ay minus 8by plus 4bx, from this 2 you can take 3a common. Okay, if you take 3a common, then you will be left with x minus 2y. Okay, now if this is x minus 2y, this obviously should be x minus 2y. Okay, now you go back and check. See, if you check x, here no x is there, so you will have to adjust with this term. Okay, now here you see this is 4bx, but here only x is there, and it is positive. So you place plus 4b here. So this becomes 4bx. You see this will automatically be adjusted. See, 4b into minus 2y gives you minus 8by. Very simple. Okay, this thing will also be applied in quadratic polynomials also, in quadratic equation, etc. This is very important. Keep this in mind. So what you will do, you are going to take the common part from this two. Okay, this will be exactly equal to this. Now after writing this, you check the last two terms and adjust this part. Okay, plus can be there, minus can be there. Then the same thing, x minus 2y goes common. What we are left with, 3a plus 4b. This is the one factor, this is another factor. Okay, easy one. Next, let us see another sum. See this sum. Here it is given in a product form, but there is no use of this product here because we are not able to take anything common out of this. So what you will have to do in this case, you will open the bracket. Okay, in the last exercise we saw that when the things were in bracket, we could have directly taken them in common, but here, can you take anything from common out from here? No. So what we will do, we will just multiply them. This type of sums, a few sums are there of this type. So be careful. So a into a, it gives us a square minus 2ab, a into minus c minus ac plus 2bc. Okay. Now I see here a square is there, here AC is there. So I'm just reversing them. If you do not reverse also, you will be able to take common. No problem is there. So after reversing, I get a square minus AC minus 2AB plus 2BC. Now you take the common from this first two. So I see A comes to be common. So A minus C will be remaining. As we have already mentioned, A minus C will be here also. Now you adjust. Here A minus C. So for the first term, A. So if we can multiply minus 2b, then this first term will come. So if we take minus 2b here, so this becomes minus 2ab. This term is obtained, and you check, automatically this term will be coming minus 2b into minus c. So minus minus plus 2bc. So what? Again, this you write it here and you just adjust with this or this, any one of them. The other one will automatically get adjusted. Now you will write the last step. So a minus c is one factor and a minus 2b is another factor. Done. Very easy. See this one, same type of question is given. Here also one bracket is there, but there is no use of the bracket. So you remove the bracket by multiplying the numbers. So when you multiply, y square is there. When you multiply x square with 1, you get minus xy. Minus xy into minus x, you will get plus x square y, and at last there is minus x cube. Okay, now we can see that from the first two terms we can take y common. So y minus x will be there in the bracket. So you will have to obviously write y minus x in the right side also. So when you are writing y minus x in the right side, and if you look in the third term of the second line, you see x square y is there. So if you write plus x square to adjust it, so plus x square, if you are writing it here, then this term comes x square y, and automatically this one is adjusted. See, plus xy minus x cube. So ultimately two factors will be y minus x and y plus x square. Okay, next one. Again, see this question, what is there? They have provided you with two brackets. This is a great trick, but can you take anything in common from these brackets? If it was in this way, this was also x square plus y square, this was also x square plus y square, then we have seen in the last exercise, we would have taken this one common and then solved the next part. But this is one thing, this is one thing, so no use of doing in this way. So first thing what we will have to do, you just multiply them to get the bracket, remove the brackets. So when you will multiply, you are going to get these terms. Okay, now what we will do, we just interchange these two terms. You can interchange or you may not interchange also, then also you will be able to take the common part. So after interchanging, I get a bx square minus s square xy, because this was minus, this was plus, so plus aby square minus b square xy. Okay, now from the first two terms I see ax is common, so in the bracket bx and ay will remain. Again, this one we have already obtained, so write it here. So after writing, I can see bx is here, so you see this is matching with this term. Okay, bx, so here we have minus b square xy. So if we take bx, already bx is there, so what is remaining? By and minus. So you adjust it by writing minus by here. Now you check with this term, minus by minus ay, minus minus plus y square ab. So ab y square. So automatically this is adjusted. So you write this one, bx minus ay is one factor and ax minus by is another factor. So this factorization is also done. Simple thing. Just one step is extra, that this should be multiplied first, then you will have to take in common. Okay. Now you see this question, this is important. Here they have provided with you with two squares. Okay, one is ax plus by whole square and another is bx minus ay whole square. Again the same case comes that we cannot take anything common from here. So what we will have to do, we will have to first expand the factor, the things which are given. So as we know, a plus b whole square gives us a square plus 2ab plus b square, and a minus b gives us a square minus 2ab plus b square. So you expand them in that way. So this is a plus b whole square, which will give you this thing. Okay, and this is a minus b whole square, which will give you this thing. This is fully a, so a square x square plus 2ab means 2 into ax by plus b square means b square y square. Okay, because when you will square this full thing, both the things will be squared. In the same way, the a minus b whole square will be taken. Now you see these two terms get cancelled. Okay, now you are left with 4 terms as usual. Now you take common. So I see from here x square can be taken common, so a square b square will remain. Again from this is very easy. Again from here y square is common, so a square b square will remain. Or you can do in that way only also. This is a square b square, so this one must be a square b square, so y square will remain. So and one factor is x square plus y square, another factor is a square plus b square. Done. The one important thing was that this line only. Other thing is as usual. Now see the next question. Okay. What is see this question properly. Here first one thing is different is that here you see in all the terms 3 is a common factor there. Okay, so first you will have to keep in mind, means we have seen that we can factorize in many ways. So from the beginning you will have to start. From the beginning you will have to think whether something can be taken in common or not. So we find here in the 4 terms 3 is a common factor. So first we are taking out 3 there. Okay, so after taking out 3 we see x square y minus xy plus 4x and minus 4 will be remaining. Now you do the simplification, means the factorization in the same way. Now out of this we are going to take common. So we are using the second bracket here. So I see from this first 2 terms we are getting xy, so x minus 1 will be remaining. Again when you will put x minus 1 here to adjust, you see that plus 4 is to be given, so plus 4 and minus 1, again you will give this term, you will get this term automatically. Okay, so from here we see x minus is one factor, xy plus 4 is one factor, and 3 was already there in common. So the 3 factors of this polynomial are 3, xy plus 4 and x minus 1. Okay, so one change was only there, that is you will have to take this 3 common at first, then you proceed in the same way as you do in the other sums. Okay, see this sum is very important because here 6 terms are given. Okay, and you cannot cancel any of them. So here x minus 1 minus x minus 1 whole square plus ax minus a. So we will take 2 at a time. You see from here we cannot take anything in common, but to keep the thing proper, we will take 1 common and x minus 1 will go inside the bracket. Again from here you see x minus 1 square means there are 2 x minus 1s. So I am writing it like this, minus x minus 1 into x minus 1. Okay, means I am breaking it into 2 factors because a square means a into a, na? So x minus 1 whole square will give you x minus 1 into x minus 1. Again from the third part, means last 2 terms, if we take a common, x minus 1 will be coming. So now you understand why I took 1 here, because here x minus 1, here also x minus 1 came. So I took 1 common here and I kept x minus 1 in the bracket. Okay, now you see this became 1 term, this became 1 term, this became 1 term. Okay, so from this first term, second term and third term, from all of them we can take x minus 1 common. Okay, now you see inside the bracket what will remain. So use second bracket, again be careful. So from here x minus 1 has gone out, so 1 will remain. Do not forget to write this one. Many people forget to write this. Okay, because if you do not multiply x minus 1 into 1, how will this term come? Someone omit, many of the students omit this, do not do this. Now see, from this 2, if 1 is taken outside, another minus x minus 1 will remain. Keep the minus here, you keep it in bracket only, because or else if you do not keep the bracket, this thing will come to be wrong. Again, from this to this term, x minus 1 is here, so a will remain. Now you simplify this bracket properly. So 1 minus x plus 1 will come. See, if you did not give this bracket, then this would have become minus x minus 1, no? So do not do like that, give this bracket. So minus x plus 1 plus a whole into x minus 1. Now from here we get 2 plus a minus x, and this one is x minus 1. So this one, in this way, this is the 13th sum. 11 and 12 sums are also in that way, given in that way only. 6 terms are given. You take 2 at a time, take the common ones, and you simplify. Okay, so this was all about the simple problems of factorization. Actually these do not come in the examinations generally, but if you do not learn these things, you will not be able to complete do the next exercises. So just go through this part properly, solve the sums very quickly, do not waste much time on them, and we will proceed to the next part of this chapter in the next video. Okay, goodbye.